Have you ever wondered why some places on Earth are very hot while others remain extremely cold? For example, the equator receives intense heat from the sun while the polar regions remain covered with ice and snow. Why does this happen? The answer lies in the factors that influence temperature distribution on Earth. In this lesson, we are going to examine the factors that influence the distribution of temperature on Earth. Different parts of the world experience different temperatures. Some places are very warm, while others remain cold for much of the year. Think about the rooms in a house. Some rooms feel warmer because they receive more sunlight through the windows. Other rooms remain cooler because they are shaded. In the same way, different parts of the Earth receive different amounts of solar energy. This happens because several geographical factors influence how solar energy is received at different places. Let us now explore these factors. Distance from the sea is one of the factors that influence the distribution of temperature. Large water bodies heat up and cool down more slowly than land. Think about a saucepan of water and a metal spoon on a fire. The metal spoon becomes hot very quickly, but the water in the saucepan heats up more slowly. In the same way, land heats up and cools down quickly, while large water bodies change temperature more slowly. Because of this, places near oceans and large lakes usually experience more moderate temperatures. These areas are said to have maritime climates. Places located far inland are influenced more by land surfaces. These areas often experience greater temperature extremes and are described as having continental climates. Ocean currents are like large rivers flowing within the ocean. Some currents carry warm water, while others carry cold water. Think about pouring warm water into a basin of cool water. The warmth spreads through the basin. In a similar way, warm ocean currents carry heat to nearby coastal areas, making them warmer. These warm currents usually flow from equatorial regions toward higher latitudes. Cold currents, on the other hand, bring cooler water and can lower temperatures along nearby coasts. Cold currents often flow from polar regions toward lower latitudes. Because of this movement, ocean currents play an important role in shaping temperature patterns along many coastal areas of the world. Cloud cover also affects the amount of insolation received at a place. Think about sitting under a mango tree on a hot day. The tree blocks some of the sunlight. Because of this, the ground under the tree feels cooler. Clouds act in a similar way in the atmosphere. When they block some of the sunlight that would reach the ground. Another important control of insolation is the nature of the Earth's surface. Different surfaces absorb solar energy in different ways. Think about walking barefoot on a hot day. When you step on a tarmac road, your feet feel very hot. But when you step on grass or dry soil, the ground feels cooler. This happens because dark surfaces absorb more solar energy, while lighter surfaces reflect more sunlight. In the same way, surfaces such as tarmac roads or wet soil absorb more heat, while bright surfaces such as sand or dry ground reflect more sunlight. Altitude also influences temperature patterns. The higher you go above sea level, the cooler the air becomes. This happens because the atmosphere is mainly heated from the Earth's surface upward. Air near the ground receives heat from the warm surface of the Earth. But as you move higher into the atmosphere, the air becomes thinner and receives less heat. Because of this, places at higher altitude are usually cooler. For example, the summit of Mount Renzori, located in western Uganda, along the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo, is much cooler than Kampala, which lies at a lower altitude. In this lesson, we have learned that temperature is not distributed evenly across the Earth. Several geographical factors influence how temperatures vary from place to place. These include distance from the sea, ocean currents, cloud cover, surface characteristics, and altitude. Because of these factors, some regions experience moderate temperatures, while others experience greater temperature extremes. Understanding these controls helps us explain why climates differ across the world. In the next lesson, we shall examine the global distribution of temperature and see how these factors combine to shape temperature patterns across the Earth. To continue learning, click the next lesson appearing on your screen now. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new Smart Learner lesson. Thank you for watching. See you next time.